Going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, really about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now they'll run it on the toss. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him, put a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. Them play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. poppin', I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Brady throwing on second down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And give him a gain of 37. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was looking for Edelman there. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Goff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a first down throw. Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On first down, Brady. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hogan, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan from 13 yards out, and the Pats have taken the early lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This fielded at the 2, and he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Goff on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
14.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That throw by Brady incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
20.
To throw again. Brady looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash, this from 33. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a pretty good return here. Stop just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. A surprise.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad look, got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm torching. Had the fish on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the ton on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it foreign it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Cause I ain't got time with you. All of these my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in the club with no warning, take care of the money, they swing on the. Water on me like the sunny, I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mo. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do it. That's up in traffic. Water on my paddock. In automatic. I drink water when I'm fasting. Use a has on me and I can't have it. Boy, I'm from average. Better wait your turn, better get in line. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. Tryna spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. The return man is Grant. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Out to his left. Runs through the contact. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Here we go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Mahomes now to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra...
They'll try to run with punt. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's going to get it running right, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Now Bortles. There he goes inside the 30. Safarian Jenkins has it. And down to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Again, it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Bortles to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Spread right, 72.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Check 50, check 50. Green 80. Hey, 5-0, green 80. 5-0, 5-0. Green inside.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. D. Ford coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Telvin Smith. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now out come the Jags. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock.
We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space and let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game. But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. He was looking for Watkins that time. First possession. Of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Rolling to his right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Bortles now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. D Ford. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run something.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On third down, it's Hunt. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. Fournette, a first down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. 3rd down here.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Bortles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he completes it to Hunt. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he will not get the first, but since they bizarrely went for it on 3rd down, it'll now set up a 4th down situation. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.